What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23-1. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I have a story coming from California prison on Christmas morning. A sad story about a mother as well that's grieving right now as we speak. I got a little message to the mother. I know she doesn't know me at all, but I have been messaging someone on Instagram that was close friends with the person that died, and they're telling me a little bit about how the mother is grieving right now. Just can't believe what's going on. There was a stabbing on Christmas morning in California prison. A man lost his life. We're going to talk about it here in a second. But first, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all had a great New Year's. It was definitely a different New Year's than usual, wasn't it? Times Square was empty, I believe. I don't know. I didn't watch the ball drop, but I read a couple articles when I woke up saying that Times Square was empty, and that's probably the first time in history. I could be wrong, though. Either way, it's 2021, and I can't see it being any more crazier than 2020. But hey, all we can do is hope for the best, but expect the worst, right? But anyways, let's get into this sad story, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas morning in the penitentiary in California. What's to be expected? Mother of Sacramento inmate stabbed to death on Christmas speaks out. The mother of a 25-year-old man was stabbed to death in California State Prison in Sacramento on Christmas Day is still in shock over the loss of her son. Shanna Bianche, hopefully I pronounced that right, said her son, Braydon, spent 6 months in a cell with Jordan Greendale, the man accused of taking his life. Bianchi said her son even asked her to buy a book for his cellmate. She said she had no reason to believe that there was a problem between the two men. Greendale, the man who stabbed her son to death on Christmas morning, is serving an 8-year prison sentence for arson of a structure on a forced land, vehicle theft, and arson of property. Bianchi said that she couldn't believe that her son was killed on her birthday, which was Christmas morning. Can you believe that shit? And that they talked that morning. We said we loved each other and said we'd talk later that night or the next day. His mother said she received a call from the coroner's office after 6 p.m. that said her son was killed. I can't even imagine being a parent and getting a call from them, the prison coroner, saying your son's been stabbed to death in a cell on Christmas morning. I'd be so distraught, man. I wouldn't be able to, I don't know what the hell I would do, because that's just sad, man. That's just sad. But I do have a message I would like to say at the end of this article. It's very important, actually, for any parents that have loved ones locked up. She said her son suffered from addiction and was working to turn his life around after being sentenced to prison for drug-related charges. He was truly taking advantage of the world of rehabilitation in an awful station, but he never blamed anyone. His mother said he never made excuses. He was doing the best he could. My son, he was my one and only, the mother said. He was a gifted athlete. He was a stepfather to a wonderful little boy that he loved so much. Rest in peace to homeboy, and my condolences to the mother. This is a crazy situation because not only did it happen on her birthday, which is Christmas morning, that just recently passed, but she talked to him that morning and didn't sense any kind of drama coming his way, Here's the thing, all you parents out there, all right? You can talk to your son or daughter on the phone all you want, but you never truly know. This is my message to any parents out there. You never truly know what's going on in prison. When I called home, I was going through some serious shit sometimes. I was like, hey, I might get some time added in my sentence today type shit, So when I called home, I never told my parents about any of that stuff. None of it. I never told my parents or any of my family members, not even my wife, when I was in there freaking gambling, smoking J's, peeling wigs back on the poker table. They didn't see all the crazy stuff I was doing in there. When I came home and started doing these YouTube videos, and my dad started watching them and shit, probably heard some of the stories from prison, he was probably shocked, right? Because I never told him any of these stories. Why am I going to sit there and tell my dad, I ate a dead man's orange and shit like that? I'm not going to sit there and tell him that, man, But he sits there and watches my episodes from time to time, and he's like, damn, I can't believe, that shit went down in prison. But it does, So parents out here in the free world, you really don't know what the hell's going on in there. But let's break down the facts really quick. This white dude got stabbed in a California prison by another white guy, right? Now, there's only 3 things that could really went down. Dude could have gotten caught up in some shit that his mom didn't know about, and he got handled. That's one option. Second option is someone might have smutted his name up and he ain't do shit, just a bad call. Or, you know, him and his cellmate just didn't get along that day. And his cellmate says, screw it. But there's really not much more to say on this story. It's just crazy that the man died on Christmas morning, his mother's birthday. At least she got to talk to him before he passed. But you always got to keep in mind, parents, loved ones, whatever the case is, most people, when they go to prison, if they're anything like me, they ain't gonna tell you about all the crazy shit going on. They're gonna keep it bottled up. They're just gonna talk about all the good lovey-dovey stuff with you and maybe get a few dollars, you know, and that's about it. But for the most part, when it comes to drama, I ain't telling nobody nothing. I don't want my parents more worried than they already are. You know, my parents were worrying their ass off at one point. But California prison system is a different animal all in itself. So when someone dies in there, it could have been for anything. Could have been a bad call. Could have been a legit call. We don't know. And we probably will never know. But I will keep track of this story and keep you updated. But my condolences goes out to the mother and her family. And hopefully she gets some kind of answers about why the man did what he did. Because, you know, believe it or not, a lot of people, they really do need to know some answers. In order to feel a little bit better about the situation, they got to have some answers. You know, it's hard to just hear, oh, your son was killed in a cell and that's it. You don't know why, when, you know, nothing. You know, so that should be bugging people. And hopefully she gets some answers. Cherish your moments with your loved ones on that phone from prison. Because honestly, you don't know if it's going to be their last. It is prison, and not all prisons are cakewalks. That's a fact. You can easily lose your life behind those bars, especially in the great state of California. Until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. We talk about all things prison and crime related over here on Lockdown 23 and 1. Don't forget to check out my second channel, Mr. Death is the name. I go live every single night with my wife. We game over there, all my gamers. Go hit that subscribe notification bell over there as well. And as always, I salute to every last one. You've been supporting me since the beginning, and everybody who's just now joining the lockdown compound. And one more time, my condolences to that mother. Y'all be easy, be safe, and Happy New Year's.